Hello everybody, this is Srihari sir and welcome to the Learn at Home session. In today's session, we are going to get information about introduction to our constitution. India got independence on 15th August 1947 and Indian constitution was accepted on 26th of November 1949 and this constitution was implemented on 26th of January 1950. So my dear student, these are three independent days. First is celebrate as the Independence Day of our nation. Another one, Constitution's Day of our India. And the third one is Republicans Day of our country. So my dear student, the actual story begins from establishment of the Constituent Assembly. Dear student, there were 299 members who were the members of the Constituent Assembly. This Constituent Assembly was established as per the suggestion of the Cabinet Mission. And elections were held and these 299 people were elected as the members of Constituent Assembly of India. And who was the chairperson of the Constituent Assembly? And the answer is Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairperson of the Constituent Assembly. My dear student, Constituent Assembly, there were several committees. One of the committees, important committee was Drafting Committee. And Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was the chairperson of the Drafting Committee. Drafting Committee was the soul of the Constituent Assembly, because different persons studied the constitutions of different countries and observed the important laws, and they mentioned those kinds of laws which were beneficial for our nation. And that a difficult task was done by participating in any kind of competition. Then there are also some rules. If you are playing a game, then there are also some rules to the game. I know that I am explaining more, but it is important to understand the importance of rules. Without these rules, we cannot play the game. We cannot behave properly in the society. Like that way, it is not easy to govern the nation without rules and regulation. You know that after the independence, there were more than 500 princely states in our country. So it was very difficult task to unite them in a single nation. That difficult task is done by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and that's why he is called the Iron Man of our country. So my dear student, you can see the meaning of the constitution here. The book in which all the provisions regarding the administering of the nation are mentioned together a systematic way is called constitution. So my dear student, constitution is just the law book which is important to us to govern the nation. Now you can see that there are some provisions in the constitution. What are these provisions about? So my dear student, these are the provisions about citizenship, the rights of citizens, then the relationship between the citizens and the state, subject of the laws to be made, the governments, elections, restrictions on government, jurisdiction, etc. My dear student, it is very important that to make some laws about governing the nation, about citizenship, about relationship between citizens, how the relations will be there between the citizens. That's why constituent makers think a lot and they try to give that kind of a rules and regulation or laws which will helpful to any citizen to live in harmony, to live with proper self-respect, and every citizen will live with his own independence and freedom. That's why there were several provisions which were mentioned in the constitution. My dear student, you can see that most of the countries of the world accepted the principle of governance according to the constitution. Do you think that why they accepted this principle? Because constitution is this kind of law book which always guide to the government how to govern the nation and how to give the freedom to the citizens and how to protect our nation, and that is the secure way to govern the nation. In the democracy, constitution is most important book. With the help of this book, different countries are governing their nation properly. So, I hope you all understood the importance of the constitution. That's why nature of the constitution is different as per the different country, because every country has its own culture, its own history, and different traditions, different circumstances. That's why there is not a common constitution for all the countries. Just like America has the different constitution, just like South Africa has the different constitution, just like India has the different constitution, because these are the different countries and they have different culture, tradition, circumstances, and different history. My dear student, that's why the objectives are also different. There are several objectives behind governing the nation of different countries. There are different objectives. Each country tries to create the constitution that is not only suited to its needs and objectives, but also it's in tone with its distinct nature. My dear student, every country try to give that kind of rights to their citizens, and as per that need, these constitutions are framed by different countries and they are governing as per the constitution. So dear friends, I hope you all understood what is the constitution, what is the need of constitution, and how Indian government implemented this constitution and for what purpose. What are the provisions of Indian constitution, that also I tried to explain here. I hope you all understood. If you have any kind of problem, then you can ask me, you can call me, and you can comment. Thank you.